Sound is very important in any film and television production, and there are different ways sounds are created. Here are 3 big ways that audio is recorded and sound is captured in the production process. First, we have Foley, which is the reproduction of everyday sounds that can be added to a film. They can be used to substitute other sounds that don't work. For example, the punching of meat can be used to simulate the sound of a punch landing, or fiddling with a hacky sack can be used to simulate the sound of walking through snow or over grass. Foley is very important for a filmmaker because it gives a human touch to a production and allows them a little leeway and allows them to use what's around them at their disposal to create something that can be used within a film. In this first example from Monty Python's Holy Grail, we see Foley being created right within the scene itself. The actor is making horse hoof sounds by using coconut halves and clapping them together, which makes a comical scene even funnier. Next is the use of common weapons such as knives, where the Foley artist will clank them together in sync with the scene in order to create a more realistic sounding sword fight. Next, we have effects, which are artificially created sounds that are used within a film to substitute for missing sounds, not so well made sounds, as well as to create impact. For example, the sound of waves crashing is a very hard sound to manipulate and catch on camera, so effects are needed to substitute for them, or the sound of wind, which again is a very hard thing for a camera to pick up. Most of the time it comes off as very muffled, so effects are needed to substitute for that. Effects are crucial for any film because without it, most sound wouldn't even be there, and it makes the film that much more intense and the audio that much better when well-made sound effects are used rather than the original audio. The Star Wars franchise is very well known for their use of sound effects. Here we see how the use of a common child's toy, a slinky, was used to create the sound effect of the laser blaster. Gunshots are another effect that can be added in film, since set prop guns are used. Either do not shoot or they shoot blanks, and that is where effects are needed to make them sound real. This clip shows the different sounds that several guns make with different reverb levels. All gunshots are not alike. Last but not least, there's ADR, or Automated Dialogue Replacement, which is pretty much just re-recording of any dialogue that was missed or done poorly when filming was being done. Here are a few examples of ADR and how it is used within film and television. The first example is from the television show Heroes. ADR is used to add some extra grunts and heavy breathing along with a few lines.
I tried to stop him. I'm sorry. Stop who?
Hello, Samuel.
Siler.
Oh, good, you remembered.
Get everyone to safety. But not too far, understand? Go.
Our second example is from an unknown film, but it shows the before and after effects of ADR. Without ADR applied, understanding the actors is difficult and the volume is low.
Our mother has died, and a malpractice suit is not going to bring her back, pal. I know that. Libby knows that.
Speak for yourself, Frank.
So speak then!
After ADR is applied, everything is very pronounced and we can hear things clear and crisp.
Our mother has died, and a malpractice suit is not going to bring her back, pal. I know that. Libby knows that.
Speak for yourself, Frank.
So speak then!
As you can see, ADR is also a very important part of a film because it fixes any dialogue mistakes that an actor might have or any technical difficulties that may arise on the set of a film. So ADR is always a way of tweaking or fixing those minor mistakes and allowing a film still to be put together very well. When ADR is done right, it can be a game changer. When done poorly, well, it is just that. Poor work that shows. Sound to me is really the unsung hero of any film. Without these sound elements, the visual aspects of the film would not seem as relevant. Sound is used to touch the soul of a film, and it's the sound design mixed with the dialogue and the soundtrack that gets you invested in what you are seeing on the screen. It's because of Foley effects and ADR that sound is where it is today. Because of these tools and processes, high-quality sound can exist in the cinema today. Films today rely on these things, some more than others. For example, Star Wars is heavily dependent on sound effects, sounds that are not of this world, and need to be thought up and created, while other films, like The Way Back, would only require Foley artists to enhance sounds like basketball dribbling or sneakers squeaking against a gym floor. Audio is in all phases of production, but the creation in post-production is really where the magic and beauty happens.